Hi, Linda. I have a favor to ask you. Is now a good time?
Hi, Betty. Now is fine. Is everything all right?
I'd like you to cut ties with us when we get married. Please, Linda.
What?
I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I can't think of any other answer. I need you to cut ties with us.
Wait, slow down. What's going on? You got me totally off guard with this one. Cut off ties? As in, completely? You mean you never want to see me again?
That's right. I'd really appreciate it if you'd do that for us.
Can you explain to me what's going on? I have no idea why you'd ask me to do something like that.
You really need me to explain it to you? High school dropouts are just stupid, I guess.
Whoa, what now?
I know you practically raised Dale and you're more of a mother to him than a sister. And I know your parents died when you were still in high school. I know you had to drop out and get a job so that you could take care of him. It's thanks to you he went to university and law school and became the respected lawyer he is today. He's respectable and presentable anywhere, and I know you worked hard to give him those opportunities.
Yeah, that's right. Dale's become a true success. What does that have to do with me cutting ties with him? Don't I deserve gratitude rather than estrangement?
Yeah, right. Are you serious?
What?
I respect Dale for his success. I love Dale regardless of his past or upbringing. He worked hard to become a respectable lawyer. And he's way better than any of my friends' husbands or boyfriends.
Okay.
But you're a high school dropout. I don't care about your sob story. You're still a dropout. I don't want to be associated with such an unaccomplished person, even by marriage.
You don't like that I dropped out of high school? Would you accept me if I got a GED?
Yeah, right. A high school graduate? No way. It's still the bottom of the barrel of society.
Then what if I get the GED and go on to university? You'd accept me if I have a university degree? Can I be Dale's big sister then?
You're so desperate it's pathetic.
Of course I'm desperate. My baby brother's getting married. And his fiancé is throwing me all this shade. But it's true I'm a high school dropout. So if that's the reason, I'll have to work on it, right? I want Dale to be proud of me as his big sister too, you know?
Sorry to burst your bubble there, but an embarrassment can't do anything to become respectable. Don't you realize you're a bottom feeder of society?
Embarrassment? I worked hard and raised my little brother. I don't think I deserve to be called a bottom feeder.
No way! You're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. You can only get work where you take wrinkly old farts to the toilet. You don't even realize you're a bottom feeder.
What?
Dale told me all about it. You're working as a caregiver for the elderly, right, Linda?
Yeah. Well, I've had a lot of different jobs. But I've been working as a caregiver at an assisted living facility for 5 years now. I have a certificate and everything.
Certificate? You need a certificate to wipe old wrinkly butts?
Of course. Caregiving to seniors is no picnic. The course you take teaches you to be mindful of yourself as well as the patient. It's very informative.
Oh, that's right. You're a stupid high school dropout. Any sort of studying would be helpful to you, since you're an uneducated moron.
Excuse me? Betty, you're starting to get on my nerves. I don't deserve all this crap from you just because I'm a high school dropout.
Then cut ties with me. That's the only way to guarantee that you never have to listen to me insult your stupid dropout bottom-feeding life again. Cut ties with me and Dale.
Betty, you better watch what you say.
But I guess cutting ties completely would be difficult. Dale would probably be against it.
That's right. Dale isn't the type of person who would just cut ties with his sister.
That's why I'm going to have to make a compromise. You don't have to cut family ties completely. Just try to show your face as little as possible around me.
Huh?
That shouldn't be that hard, right? You can keep in touch with Dale as usual. Just don't come anywhere near me, ever. Got it?
That does sound doable. The way you've been talking to me today, I don't really want to see you anyway.
So we're in agreement then. So you won't be attending our wedding, right?
Pardon me?
Oh no, Linda! You just agreed, Linda. You said you won't show your face around me anymore. The wedding definitely counts as around me, I'd say.
But the wedding is a big event. He's my little brother. I want to be there for his big day.
You loser! It was easy trapping a stupid high school dropout. I guess you really are an idiot.
That's not fair.
A promise is a promise. So please send in your RSVP as not attending, okay? Okay, thanks, Linda. Good morning, Linda. It looks like you're staying away from the wedding. Thanks.
After everything you said to me, I was too scared to go. Besides, even if I force my way in, he'll probably just attack me again. I told Dale I'm not feeling well.
Thank you for making the right decision, Linda. I didn't expect you to be so understanding.
I'm glad. Have fun at the ceremony, despite the groom's sister not attending.
Well, duh. With my friends and Dale's respectable friends here, there's no way this wedding's not going to be a success. A bottom feeder showing up at a classy wedding like this would be a disaster.
Hey! I didn't go to the wedding like you said, so stop with the hateful words. Words can really hurt people, Betty.
I'm just saying the truth. An old people diaper changer would stink up my wedding and ruin it. A bottom feeder can't complain about not being able to attend her little brother's wedding.
It's fine. I'm watching it live anyway.
Huh?
Actually, it's quite nice watching the wedding on my cell phone. I can relax at home without worrying about my hair and stuff. I don't need to take any abuse from you. I can bawl my eyes out at seeing my brother in his tux. It's great.
Wait a second. What do you mean, alive?
I mean, I'm getting a live stream of your wedding on my cell phone.
I didn't say you could do that. I haven't assigned a staff for that either.
I asked an attendee, not staff. She was happy to do it for me. I thought this would be a way I could watch the wedding without causing any issues.
An attendee? Who did you ask to do such a thing?
Your grandmother, Leonora. She's holding an iPad. Didn't you notice?
My grandma? She's almost 90. She doesn't have a... She has an iPad. I thought it was a picture of Grandpa. She's been holding that this whole time.
I just saw your surprised face on the screen. You're a bride. Don't scowl like that.
You... Why? Why are you making my grandmother hold that thing? How did you ask my grandma in the first place? She hasn't even met Dale yet.
Actually, I know her from work.
From work?
Leonora lives by herself. I visit her twice a week at her house as her caregiver.
You do?
She's very sharp for her age, and has no problem learning how to use electronics and such. But I guess living alone can get difficult when you're pushing 90. So we're not really caregiver and patient exactly. More like friends that have tea together regularly. We talk about whatever's on our mind. That's how I found out that my brother was her granddaughter's fiancé.
So you forced my grandmother into doing this for you? You're worse than I thought, using a frail old lady like that.
I wasn't going to ask her because it would be unprofessional of me. But she was the one that insisted she'd get the movie for me.
What?
So I'll watch the ceremony like this, if you don't mind. I haven't attended your wedding, and I haven't shown my face around you. You should have no complaints, right, Betty?
Of course I do, you bottom feeder! Stop messing with my wedding!
Huh?
I'm putting a stop to this right now. Just thinking of you watching my special ceremony makes me feel sick.
But Betty, I'm just watching it on my cell phone.
Are you not getting this? I'm having my wedding watched by someone I despise so much that I want to cut out of my life completely. How would I not be absolutely livid right now? I'm not going to show my holy ceremony to a lowly butt wiper. You can stay home in your pigsty and cry.
Then I guess the wedding's canceled.
Huh?
You won't even let me watch a live stream of the wedding. I guess we'll have to cancel the whole thing.
What are you talking about? Did you snap or something? Why would our wedding be canceled? All my friends and family are already here.
Right, but if the person paying for it all says it's canceled, it's canceled. There'd be no way around it. You can't afford to pay for the wedding yourself, right, Betty?
What?
Your grandmother told me. It's unbelievable you'd make me miss my little brother's wedding. But since I agreed to it, she won't cancel the wedding even though she wants to. However, in the case that you won't even allow me to watch a live stream, she is going to shut down the whole thing.
What are you saying? Grandma doesn't have the authority to do something like that. My mom and dad are the ones paying for this wedding.
Right. Dale told me. Your parents are paying for everything for your gorgeous wedding.
That's right. We're old money. Socialites for generations. Besides, my parents spoil me to bits. So they paid for the entire wedding ceremony as a present.
I see. I guess they didn't want to tell their daughter the truth.
Huh? The truth?
About the money you got from your parents for your wedding. It was actually all from Leonora. Your parents went to beg your grandmother over and over again, saying it's a special occasion for her granddaughter. She used to tell me about your parents a lot. That they were completely spoiled because they grew up getting everything they wanted. And became lazy, arrogant bums that rely on their parents' money for everything. And what's worse, they rubbed off completely on her sweet little granddaughter, who grew up to judge people by their money and job title. An arrogant fool.
An arrogant fool? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, she calls you that a lot. She really hit the nail on the head with that one. The parents put on an overly extravagant wedding to show off. And the granddaughter patronizes people even though she didn't pay for any of it. Really, I don't understand what Dale sees in you.
Don't talk to me like that, bottom feeder.
Oh, that was fast. Leonora's really a whiz with her phone. She just sent me a message saying that she told your parents she won't be paying for the wedding. They're panicking, trying to decide if they should cancel the wedding or not.
What the? Where's Grandma? She's not in her chair.
She says a wedding is to present your commitment to a partner to all of your friends and family. If you can't do that, there is no point having one.
Wait! The wedding can't be canceled on the day of. It's starting in just a little while.
If only your parents could actually pay for it like they'd said. If what your grandmother said is true, they have absolutely no savings in their name. They call constantly asking her for money.
What? Are my parents mooches?
Yeah, she's pretty disappointed. She's getting older, and she feels like she needs to keep giving money to them to keep them close. They want the money, but they won't live with her or care for her. Typical moocher family. Caregivers see it a lot.
No.
Well, I guess I'll let you go. The ceremony's canceled, so is my live feed.
Wait, Linda! You can come watch the ceremony. So please, don't let the wedding get canceled. Convince my grandmother for me.
Sorry, I'm a stupid high school dropout, remember? I wouldn't know how to convince someone of anything. Okay, bye! After the smoke settled, we learned that Betty's parents wanted to pay for the wedding in order to make Dale feel that he owes them. They've been after Leonora's money for a while now. and they thought it would be easier to get access to it with a lawyer's son-in-law on their side. The wedding was canceled, though, and my brother, having found out the truth, told Betty off. He said he'd never marry someone who talked to his sister like that. Then he broke off the engagement immediately. Leonora came to the conclusion better trustworthy friends than mooching schemer family, and cut off all financial support to Betty's family. She says her mind's at ease now that Dale's her guardian and executor. Now she plans to enjoy the rest of her years in comfort, surrounded by friends.
Miss Santos, my son's cousin will visit me tomorrow along with his wife. Can you go get a cake from that nice pastry store near the river? Don't get something cheap looking.
Okay. Catherine, can you stop calling me that? It's been a year since I got married to Glenn. Now my last name is the same as yours, Caldwell. Besides, I have a first name, and it's Fern, so...
I don't know what to say. I've been calling you Miss Santos this whole time. It just feels weird to me that you call yourself a Caldwell. Why would someone who isn't my family use the same last name as me?
Huh? I got married to Glenn. But I'm still not a part of the family to you?
Because you're still an outsider, right? Never mind that, Miss Santos. You better go get me that cake soon. Oh, and toilet paper and shampoo at the drugstore. Add some steak from the butcher's to that list. Beef sirloin for 4 people.
Not for 5 people.
4 portions. For Xavier, Rita, me, and Glenn. You see? 4 people.
Well, what about me?
Come on. You've got to be kidding, right? Why do I need to give such nice meat to a stranger? Only Caldwells get to eat steak. You're a Santos, so none for you.
Hey, can you stop all of this?
What are you talking about, Miss Santos? No way! You really want to eat steak that badly, huh? Even though you're staying with Glenn in that house he inherited from us, you still have the nerve to ask for a steak, too. Oh, you are so greedy, Miss Santos. My goodness.
Hey, Catherine, can you listen to me?
That's how it is, so I leave the shopping to you.
Hi, Catherine. Why did you say all that to me yesterday?
What are you talking about?
Please don't play dumb. When Xavier and Rita visited, all you said were inside jokes and gossip that I didn't understand. I laughed because I was just trying to play along to not make it awkward. But then you yelled at me saying, "Don't laugh, you don't even understand." Xavier and Rita were really shocked.
Well, it was your fault. You tried to cut into the conversation, even though you didn't understand a thing we were saying. We were just trying to enjoy our family time together.
I didn't cut in. I was just laughing and playing along. You made them feel so uncomfortable. They came all the way to visit here.
Are you trying to make me the bad guy here? They were just gaping at you for your inconsideration, weren't they? It was you who made them feel uncomfortable, Miss Santos.
That wasn't the only thing. What was with that conversation about the family vacation? Why do I need to stay at home alone? And you've already booked it?
Of course. So what? It's a family trip, so only family members are allowed to go. Why would an outsider come with us?
Why do you want to leave me out so much? What would make you accept me as part of the family?
Let me think. Well, maybe I never will. I thought long and hard about it, but I couldn't come up with any ideas.
Glenn, can I talk to you for a bit? Is now good?
Yeah, what's up, Fern? Is this about Mom?
Yes. I talked to her about last night, but she didn't listen to me at all. She didn't try to understand me at all.
That's my mother for you. What did she say?
I asked her when she would accept me as part of the family, but she said that she never will.
I always knew that she puts her family first above all else. But even this is too much for her.
Actually, the truth is, the only reason I didn't have a steak yesterday is because your mom didn't let me. She doesn't want to give outsiders such good meat.
Is that true? You said you had a stomach ache, so I just took that at face value. Oh, sorry for not noticing. I'm really sorry, but tell me next time, okay?
It's just that you seem to be really enjoying having a good time with your cousin and his wife for the first time in ages. I lied because I didn't want to ruin the atmosphere.
Thanks for thinking of us. But Mom has been strict to you from before. Have you been picked on by her like this for a long time?
Yeah. Not only has she tried to exclude me from things, she's pushed all her chores, shopping, and errands on me, so I haven't had much time for myself. Every time she sees me, she harasses me and tells me I'm not a part of the family. I tried my best to impress her and get her to accept me, but I started to think it's stupid to even try since yesterday. I'm exhausted.
I'm sorry that I didn't notice this before. I'm really sorry for what Mom did.
Don't be. It's also because I didn't tell you. I tried so hard because I wanted to get along with her if possible. But I should have told you earlier.
I'm glad that you were making an effort to get along with her. Thank you for being nice to her, of all people. Leave me to deal with her now. I won't let you go through this anymore.
But how? I don't think she'll listen even if we talk to her or get angry with her.
It's okay. I have a plan.
Hey, Miss Santos. My son has been ignoring me since a couple of days ago. I bet you said something to him, right? Whatever you do, I won't let you come on vacation with us. Since you aren't my family, Miss Santos. You're a bad influence on my Glenn. You need to leave him ASAP.
I changed my last name, Mom.
Huh? What are you talking about, Miss Santos?
It's me, Glenn. Bye, Mom. I have no intention of ever seeing you again.
What? Is it really Glenn? Wait, what do you mean you changed your last name? Just... what?
I legally changed my name and became Santos too. Santoses are outsiders to you, right? Then you and I are unrelated, Mom.
Oh no, you're joking, right? You can't possibly change your last name so easily.
Actually, I can. You can get your name changed legally pretty easily.
What?
It would also have been possible for me to divorce Fern and remarry her, which is what I was thinking of doing at first, but that would have been a headache. So Fern suggested I just get my own name changed legally to Santos. It was a great idea.
Why did you do that? When you get married, the wife takes the husband's last name, right?
It's you who didn't accept Fern as part of the family, even after we got married.
Are you going to ditch the Caldwell family?
Even if I became a Santos, I have cousins, so it's not as if the Caldwell name will die off. Anyway, all this stuff about keeping the family name alive, or the wife needing to take on the husband's last name, In this day and age, those are outdated ideas. It's even being debated that couples should keep their own names. Of course, I'm attached to the Caldwell name since I used it for so long, but Fern is more important to me.
That woman is manipulating you. A kind son like you wouldn't ditch me, right, Glenn?
Hey now, did you think I would stay silent after you hurt my beloved wife? The most important person to me is my partner, Fern. Honestly, I can't think of you as my family. I'm embarrassed to have you as my mother.
Wait, Glenn! What did you do to my son? Text me back right now. Where are you now? You're biting the hand that feeds you. I didn't consider you my family because I knew this would happen.
What's wrong? Why so emotional, Catherine? You've been blowing up my phone with texts, and it's so annoying. Glenn's driving now.
I'm texting you, not him. You showed him our texts and let him reply using your phone. You coward. You must have told him some lie or other to get him to do that. Otherwise, he wouldn't say such cruel things to me.
You really don't know what's going on around you. You're so hopeless that I'm almost impressed. Anyone would be stunned after seeing your awful texts to me. Shall I tell you how your family and relatives think of you?
I already know it myself. I'm a very reliable person for my family and relatives. I'm like the pillar of the family that organizes everything.
No. Glenn detested the way you only cared about the immediate family. When he was still just a kid, you told his friend who came to visit, "I don't have food to spare for other people's children." Since then, he lost touch with him, and he was really sad. I thought you were cold to me just because I'm his wife, but you really do only care about your blood relatives.
Of course. Blood is thicker than water. When it comes to it, you can only trust your flesh and blood.
Is that really true? When Xavier and Rita came to visit the other day, they were shocked when they saw you bullying me. They told their parents and other relatives about that. The entire Caldwell family now know all about you being the evil mother-in-law bullying me. Is that what you mean when you say blood is thicker than water, Catherine?
No way, that can't be true. My relatives wouldn't spread bad rumors about me.
I'm really impressed by how you think. I'll say it plain and simple. Your relatives avoid you because they can't stand you. Did you know that the Caldwell women go out for drinks together once a month?
Huh? I've never heard about that.
I thought not. I was invited every time, but I declined because it would be annoying if you found out.
Why would you be invited when I'm not?
Don't you think it's a sign that I'm right about everyone hating you? They all said it too. We don't want to invite Catherine because she can't read between the lines and she'd ruin the fun atmosphere. It's you who's been left out, not me.
That's a lie.
I'm just telling you the facts. I guess they were keeping in contact with you before because Glenn lives so close. But none of them would come close to you if it was just you in the neighborhood.
A last name is a family bond. We've inherited it from generation to generation. Are you trying to destroy that? Is it fun for you to ruin my family?
Are you serious? That a last name is a family bond? A last name is just a word that gets put on a piece of paper. I think that the things that really connect people's hearts together are caring and love. What you call a bond. It's just a chain that you use to try to bind people. If you think I'm wrong, why don't you ask your relatives to persuade Glenn to change his name back? Show me the bond you're talking about. Of course, all the Caldwells steered clear of Catherine after Glenn and I moved away from them. I heard what happened from Xavier and Rita. Catherine called all her relatives to visit her, but they all rejected her. She finally realized that she was being shunned by the family. Glenn has been ignoring all of her messages. She started to drink excessively. She's even taken to gambling to ease her loneliness. She's spending a lot of money on that, even during the week and in the daytime. I heard she nearly used up her entire retirement fund and even got into debt. But we lost touch with her, so it's none of our business. As for Glenn, he's happy with the name of Santos, saying it suits him more than Caldwell. And maybe his new name is bringing him good luck. He won the lottery and got promoted, too. He seems to be satisfied with his name change. I'm actually glad that Glenn became Santos. I liked my maiden name because I was used to it. I'm grateful that he threw away his last name for me. I've been through a lot, but I'm so glad that I met Glenn.